Hi guys, welcome back to another video. At this point, I know y'all sick of me in this microphone, but when I sat down, the light was blue, so I'm like, I'm all clear, ready to take off. And it's blue, so I'm not thinking to keep looking at it because it's blue. Well, evidently it cut off. I saw blue, but it must be cut off immediately because it got none of my audio. And I was talking to you guys for the whole video. The initial video was 27 minutes, and as you can see, it's been chopped down to 15 because I had to speed the video up so that way, you know, I couldn't be doing a voiceover for 27 minutes. So I used my e.l.f. Cookies and Dream and paired it with my YSL Blurring Primer. This was a Friday. And you know, I always talk to you guys on Friday because Friday is like my most happiest day of the week. It's the end of the work week. I could jump up and down. So I was all for it. Like I was up extra early getting ready for work because it was Friday. So that's just me turning down the lights to make sure I wasn't too bright. I've been using the e.l.f., not the e.l.f., the Tarte Shape Tape in 53S. That's the only thing I've been using to conceal underneath my eyebrows. I think it does perfect for that. And I'm taking my MAC Paint Pot in Art Thera Peachy to do my smile lines. And like that day I decided to color correct. Like I was doing a whole lot, and I went and downloaded the clips and the audio wasn't there. I'm like, huh, woe is me. One day I'll be able to invest in a high-tech microphone that I don't have to keep charging and looking at it like this. But anyway, so I'm just blending out the concealer. I usually let it sit for maybe 5 minutes underneath my eyebrows before I actually start blending it out. But yeah, so I just get a fluffy no-name brush and blend it out. Y'all know how I do. I'm actually multitasking right now. I'm editing another video on one computer and doing a voiceover on the other. So I'm using the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation in 72. I mix a little bit with my yellow pigment because that foundation on me pulls just a hair too red for me, but I love the finish of it. Love the finish of it. Love the way it wears. Love the way it looks. Everything about this foundation is beautiful. Beautiful. I think it's not in my top 5, but it's like a runner-up. It's like a runner-up. So yeah, it's not bad at all. If I could find like my exact like right shade, then it would be inside the top 5. But because I gotta mix it with some pigment, then it doesn't get the 5. But it's coming off the bench for sure. So I'm just using my e.l.f. Fluffy blending brush to blend that out. And as you can see, to me it's a matte foundation. It's a really soft matte foundation, but in a way it's a good thing that I didn't like. See, the Lord works in mysterious ways. It's a good thing I did not like the voice, the audio didn't pick up, because I was so congested and nasally that morning. Like my sinuses had been draining all night, so I was like really nasally, but I was determined to talk to you guys. But it's a good thing I didn't, because I would have just sounded like my nose was stopped up, as I probably still sound like right now, but it's gotten way better. So I used my Lancome Tint Idole concealer in 460 and my Tarte Shape Tape concealer in 47. So, you know, the 47 is just going to give me that extra that I'm looking for when I want to feel like it's Friday and I want to feel, you know, just a little bit, just a little tiny bit, you know, extra. Then that's what I'll use. That was my first time using that combination together, but that combination came out cool, so I'm all for it. I gotta wash my sponge. I will wash them in the, I was about to say in the microwave. I will wash the sponges in the washing machine. They don't get as clean as if you were to do it by hand. It's quicker in the washing machine. They get clean in the inside. The inside is clean, no problem, but the outside still has that leftover makeup residue. So yeah. And I'm taking the new Juvia'splace bronzer to contour with. And I'm using an Angle Shot Miss A brush. Angle Shot Miss A brush. Love that brush for contouring. It's kind of big. I probably need a smaller one, but it'll do for now. That bronzer, pick it up, y'all. It's $18. You know I wouldn't tell y'all no different. Go ahead and pick it up. It's worth it. Trust me. It's worth every single penny. Every single penny. What I'm using now? Ain't no telling. Oh, the Coral Rose blush. I went extra hard today on the blush. It was Friday. I was feeling blushy. I like this blush. It's good. I don't like the radiance of it. So that's why y'all always see me powder it down. Because I'm all combo. So I take a huge chance every time I put that blush on. Because I don't be wanting my cheeks to look like they're really oily. I'm using my Uva Beauty Smooth Tripping Powder in Honey to go ahead and set the highlighted areas. I probably end up using this. I need to create a project pan so that I can use up these products. Yeah, so this right here I've been working on for the last week, so yeah. And I was just talking as always. I used the new DANESSA MYRICK Matte Pigment in Nude 5 as a base. I tried it the other day as an eyeshadow and it worked well. I was like, okay, well, let me try it as a base, you know, to see how well my eyeshadows would stick to it. And it was stuck. Okay, the shadows were stuck. DANESSA MYRICK did her thing with these base. So yeah, I'm just using whatever kind of brush that is. Little cheap Amazon, little flimsy brush. I'll take that and just pat it in. Make sure I pat it in because it's I won't say it's like really wet, but it is, you know, wet on initial application. So you have to pat it down to make sure it's dry. Or, I mean, if you're that type to go on top of, you know, a wet base with your eyeshadow, by all means, go ahead. But I usually pat mine down until it's dry. And I think I went for an orange look today. We'll see in a minute. Who knows with me? I can't even remember. Orange Sherbet palette from BH Cosmetics. I think that's what I started off with. No. I did the ColourPop Never TARUS Apart from their... What line is that? Well, y'all know what I'm trying. When you're a Taurus and Aquarius and Capricorn, whatever that's called. What is that called? I don't know. But anyway, that, and I just took the brown. It's like a brown plum shade. So I'm taking it to smoke out my outer V with my Wet n Wild blending brush. I didn't want to do brown. I didn't want to do black. And see, y'all saw me look at the microphone, right? And I look at the microphone and it was blue. So that's what made me think that I was okay. And obviously I was not. One was blue and then the one that actually sits on the camera was dead. So, you know, that's the receptor of the audio. So if that one is dead or doesn't have any charge, then it's no way that it's going to pick up anything. So I took that orange shade from the BH Cosmetics palette to kind of like blend out the edges of the ColourPop shade, you know, just to see. I was just playing in color today. I usually just stick to one palette and one palette only, but I was like, nope, we're about to jazz it up. It's Friday. We feel good. It's a good day. It's gonna be a good day, and let's make something happen. And I'm so mad that the audio didn't catch. And I could have just easily like just trashed the video and said just forget it, and did do the video over. But no look is going to be exactly like how you first did it. So if I felt like this look right here was spot on, like I did my thing with this look, that's how I was feeling in the inside, I was like, I'm not going to be able to recreate it the same, or I won't get the same excitement as I did the first time. So, you know, if you're a content creator and you're skeptical about your videos, you feel good about them, put them out. It only matters if you feel good about it. If you feel good about what you created, go ahead and put it out. So I'm using that kind of orange. I had to pat to make sure it was flat. That kind of orange gold shade from the BH Cosmetics palette. I've been wearing that palette out. How many times have y'all seen that palette since I picked it out my stash? I've been wearing that palette out. So I'm just taking that to fill in the inner part of my eye with a random Amazon brush. I tell y'all, brushes, as long as the brush moves and is flexible and it's not hard and stiff, I can work with it. So I'm just going over the base, no particular way. It wasn't like a cut crease or anything. I just want to make sure that my lid, the pigment in my lid, was good to go. And then I take my brush and then I blend out the edges to make sure everything is blended. The key is to just keep blending, blending, blending until you can't blend anymore. Like your arm said, I'm tired of blending. This eyeshadow can't get more blended than what you have now. That's when you can stop. But if it's, I took the powder, you know, I've been loving that powder trick, the powder to clean up your eyeshadow on a sponge. I think it said, see, I told y'all I was doing the most that morning. So I'm taking my KVD loose translucent powder, and I'm taking that, and then I set the remainder of my face, especially over the blush. Like, that blush was giving real deal shine. And I actually put on lashes that day. I think these are beauty supply store lashes. I'm so mad that I threw away the packaging, so now I have no idea what brand of lashes these were. I know they were something by Kiss, but they are really light and just the right amount of curve for me that I love, and now I can't remember like what they were. I took my juvia'splace bronzer to give me some bronze on my cheeks, sprayed my face. I used my ColourPop lip primer. Yeah, ColourPop lip primer. And then I'm sharpening a pencil, and I think this was by, what's that brand at Target? No, this is Absolute New York. It's Berry by Absolute New York. I was just trying something. I'm like, don't go for a nude lip now. Add some color. You don't went this far with the color on the eyes, the color on the cheeks. Go ahead and keep it going. So I tried to just do a Berry lip liner. We'll see in a minute what lipstick I use. Oh, the DANESSA MYRICK number 5 pigment. So I use that for the center of my lips. You know, just trying to do something different, switch it up. If I don't like it at first, you know, I can always go over it with some gloss, which I probably did. Which I probably did. I'm really not. I took my MAC Chestnut and went over that. I had 2 lip liners, some pigment, and everything going on. We'll see. Yeah, I went with my Drip Coffee or Naked Drip by Morphe, and see, that made me feel better. I'm gonna spray my face, and then you'll see me come in, and then I'll just showing y'all how the face ended up looking. Because it was no audio. Once I came back, I'm like, I know this microphone is not on, but okay. So I'm just showing y'all how it looked and how the face actually, you know, turned out. I was happy with the look. It was Friday. It was time to go, and here I am voguing. But needless to say, I'm good with it. I zoomed the camera out so y'all really can see. So you get the idea of the top I had on, and you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's the look we got going on. Drop down and let me know what are some of the new products that you've been loving, or even if they're old products out of your stash, drop down and let me know, because y'all know I'm always interested in makeup. We talk makeup over here because we love it. And I'm gonna catch y'all in my next video after I finish posing. Bye, guys.